Hi, welcome to the series on PowerPoint animations. So let's get started. In this series, I'm just going to have 4 PowerPoint slides. The first one is going to be just a dummy slide, and I'll tell you why we need this slide. What I'm going to do is I'm going to animate slides 2, 3, and 4. So let's just start. So what I'm going to do now is have quick, simple animations. And animations have two parts. One is entry animation and one is exit animations. So let's start without wasting any more time. So first I'm going to, in this case, I'm going to have one, I'm going to select one, I'm going to select two, this text, followed by two, and this text, followed by three, this text, followed by four, and this text. I'm going to go to animations and I'm going to go and do fly in. You can do multiple animations, you can do float in, you can do split, but I'm just going to do fly in. Okay, so let's just enlarge it and now fly in. So by default, it flies in from the bottom. What I want to do is make it fly in from the left and the right. So I'm going to select one and the text, then control 3 and control text, and I'm going to go to effect options from left. Same thing for 2 and 4, 2 followed by the text, control 4 followed by the text, and then from right. So let's just go and play the animations again. Right arrow click, and there you go. So that's one thing, but what I also want to do is I want these to come in sequence. That is, I want one and the text to come when I press the arrow, and then two and the text to come when I press the arrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to animations and go to animation pane. So what I'm also going to do is, so let's highlight. So first I'm going to highlight one and the text. So this would be start on click. Same thing, 2, control text, go here, start on click, 3, control text, go here, start on click, 4, control text, start on click. Now let's check it again. So right click, 1, right click, text, right click, 2, right click, text, right click, 3, right click, text, right click, 4, right click, test. So what's going to happen is now I don't want to click I don't want the text to come when I click the right arrow button. I'd rather want this text to come with one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click text and I'm going to see what was. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to start with previous. Same thing, I'm going to go with this text, go here, start with previous, 3, go here, start with previous, 4, go here, and then start with previous. Now let's check again. You can also do play all just in case. So if you do play all, there you go. And let's just go full screen, click, 1, click, 2, click, 3, click, 4. Now, so this is going to be basic animation, but what I'd also want to do is see, as you see now, when I click, you have the headline, insert headline, and the highway already there. But what I also want to do is I'm just going to animate this highway. So I'm just going to go click here, and then I'm going to look at, let's say, wipe this. There you go. So I can also make it fly in, or you can also wipe, whichever is better. What I also want to do now is I want this highway animation to come at the beginning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go move this up to the top and I'm going to do, I don't want to be clicking this. I want, the moment I exit from my previous slide, I want this highway to show up. So I'm going to go with start previous. Okay, what this means is when I go here and let's say we go full screen, and then I'm going to click the right arrow. The moment I click the right arrow, my road is already there. I don't have to click the right arrow once again. So that's done. Let's also go and add in a bit of animation to the headline. So since headline is not that big of a thing, I'm just going to give appear. Okay, so I'm just going to move this up again, and then I'm going to start with previous. Okay, now that all the entrance animations are done, let's just go full screen. No, in fact, let's go to the previous screen and then do full screen. And now right arrow, we have a highway. Number 1, number 2, click. Number 3, click. Number 4. Okay, now that entrance animation's done, let's go and add a bunch of exit animations. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use the same sequence for exit animations. So what happens is when you have, let's say you've animated this highway, right? So when you click, it's already showing what an entrance animations you've done, right? So you have entrance animations and you have wipe. So if you directly go here and add exit effects, it's going to do is it's going to override the entrance animation. So you need to add new sequence. That means this highway will have 2 animations. So go to add animation, then go to more exit effects. Now we did wipe for entrance. So let's try and see if we have wipe here. There you go. So we have wipe. There you go. So and then click OK, and then just do from the top. So this is it, right? So you have one exit animation for the highway. So let's go and do exits for all the 4. So click, click, control, and then control click, control, control click, control click. Okay, so now now we're going to add exit animation. Go to more exit effects, and then for entrance we did fly in. So for exit, let's do fly out, and then give OK. So now obviously by default it is flying out down, as you just noticed. So what we're going to do is this entered from the left and this entered from the right. So we're going to exit it the same way. So go to one, click, control, click, control, click, control, click. And then so when you've selected these 4 items, what is going to show is it's going to show, so basically it's 1 2 3 4 items, right? So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, what it means is 4 entrance animations and 4 exit animations. So we're just going to discount the entrance animations. So let's go this and this. So let's go to 17 and 102. Click on 17, control click on 102, go here, go here and do to the left, right? Click 3, and then click this text and control unselect these 2, and then so once you unselect these 2, you saw that turns red, so it's exit animation. Then to the left. Okay, same way 2 and control click. So it's going to show this is the entrance animation group, this is the exit animation. So just click control and control. So deselect the entrance animation, you're just left with exit animations. Go here and then to the right. Same thing for 4. Click, click, deselect the entrance animation, so you're left with exit, and then go here and to the right. So obviously, as you've noticed by now, you can do from to bottom left. So it's going to come from this, to bottom right, it's going to come from this, So you can change the animations as you see fit. Now let's just quickly go and go to the previous slide and let's see how our entrance and exit animations work. So full screen and then right arrow, we have a highway, 1.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. Now at this point, will be once you explain what your slide is about, we have to exit. So let's see how it is, how this shows up. So go right click, the road is gone, right click, all together. So now what we have to do is, we don't want to spend too much of time exiting animations, right? Essentially what I'm trying to say is you don't want to click your right arrow twice to exit, because once you finish explaining your first slide, you just want to quickly move on to the next slide. So all your exits should happen in one click. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to click here and I'm going to go group 81 is the slide. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, so group 8, so I want 1, 2, 3 and 4 to exit at the same time the highway exits, right? So I'm going to go to group 17. Since all these 1, 2, 3, 4, all these exit together, I'm just going to use this and I'm going to say, now with start on click, I'm going to start with previous. What this means is, while this highway exit animates, um, these pointers to exit animate. So let's just go check. Let's just go to the previous slide. Let's go full screen. Okay. Now 1, 2, 3, 4 entrance animations are done. Let's assume you finished explaining your slide and then you click the right arrow again. All this exits. So the last one we forgotten to animate is the headline. What I'm going to do is, we've already done an entrance animation, so I'm going to go add animation and then I'm going to go to more exit effects. So since we did appear, I'm just going to do disappear. So let's just gonna see where disappear is. There you go, disappear. Now as you can see, disappears towards the end. Now what happens is, again, you need to make sure this insert headline disappears at the same time 1, 2, 3, 4 and the highway is going out. So as of now it says start on click, so you just to start on previous, right? So go full screen, you have the highway, you explain point 1, you explain point 2, you explain point 3, you explain point 4, and then bam, when you exit, everything has to go. So let's just try, click right arrow, there you go, everything is exited, right? So that's how you build an entrance and exit animations. We're going to do another example just to kind of drive home this point. We'll use a simpler example. So now we're going to the next slide. So same thing. So in if you have group, make sure you ungroup it. So let's say this is one group and we want this. So let's just visualize how we want our entrance and exit to take place. So let's say this circle, we want it to come from the left, this we want to come from the right, and this text we want to come from the right, and this insert headline either appear or come from the left. Let's take a call on that later. So once we visualized how we want to enter, let's just start quickly with the animation. So I'm going to click 1, 2 and then 3, and then I'm going to do fly in. As you see, by default it's coming from the bottom, so you just go to FX and then do from the left, right? Same thing with this one, control select, and then you do fly in, and then you do from the right. Okay, same thing, you want the text to fly from the right, you go text select this, control select all three, fly in. By default it's coming from the bottom, so you select and then from the right. So let's just do a quick animation on this. So let's go full screen and then click 1, click 2, and then click 3, right? So if you want each to come with the click, great. If you want to save more time and combine all these, all you have to do is go here, go start with. So start on click only means you have to click the right arrow once for these animations to come. For example, if you want to lead the presentation the way you want to, if you want it to come only on click, let this option be start on click. But if you want it to be quick and don't want to click it too many times, start with previous. Same thing, text box, start with previous. Okay, so let's just go again and then let's just click. Now everything has come together. So let's just go and add a bit of variation to this. What we essentially want to do now is we want this, this, and this to come from the left, as we've seen this, this, and this to come from the right. But we want these texts to come with a bit of lag. So I'm just going to go here, click, 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 which is the same as 3. You can highlight it here as well. So since this is a group, now you go here and then go to effect options, right? When you go to effect options, go to timing. And what you do is, let's say you do a delay of 1 second, right? And obviously you can play around with this, see what suits you. Duration is how fast it appears. So for now we'll just keep this like this, and let's go and check once again. So go up, right click, and there you go, it's just come with a bit of lag. So for example, if you want to quickly explain the slides, you just go here, right click, and that's just come. uh, Quickly let's animate the headline. Let's do a fly in this time, and let's say it's flying in from the top. Now obviously, now since we added the headline later, we want the headline. So if you want the headline now obviously, because you added the headline in the end, it shows up here. So you move it all the way to the top. Now we'll do a full screen, and what happens is, since we have not set anything for the headline, let's see what happens. So let's go up, and one right click, you have the headline, one right click, and all the animations have come. So now you want the headline and the animations to come together. So have the headline here, and in this animation you just do start with previous. So the animations will start with previous, which is the headline, and you want the headline to appear the moment you exit from slide number 2. You don't want to have the right click. The moment you exit from slide number 2, you want slide number 3 to start animating, right? So let me give you an example. So you go here, you go, and let's say you do all your entry, right? And then you do your exit. And now when you click again, you want, now as you see, can you see there's no headline? You have to click again for the headline and the animations to come. To save clicking that one extra time, just go here and do start with previous. So what happens is, the moment you exit from the previous slide, the next slide starts. So let's just go here, check it once again. Quick, 1, 2, 3, 4, exit, and then your headline has come, and obviously the text is black. So that's how you do entrance animations. Let's quickly do exit animations for these. So I'm just going to be very quick in the exit animation. So let's just select, select, select. So this entered from the left, so you exit from you exit the same way it entered. So you go here, you go to more exit options, and then you go fly out, right? By default it's going down, so go here and to the left, so it flies out to the left. Then you click these and these, and then you want, then go to add animation, and then go to more exit effects, and then you want them to fly out. So now it's flying out down, go here and to the right. So obviously you can change your animation. Now I've selected all three and made it to the right, but you can select each one and point the arrow in whichever direction you want. I'm not going to delay this because it's an exit slide. Once you've done explaining the slide, you want to exit as soon as possible. So I'm just not going to delay this. Just going to select, then select, and then select. Then I'm going to go to add animation, more exit effects, fly out, and then I'm going to do fly out to the right. So I'm going to do this start with previous. Same thing with group 5. I'm going to do start with previous. That okay, so let's just go and check it out. So let's just go up and we have our entrance animations. Then once you finished explaining your entrance animations, sorry, your slide, you just click right and then you've exited. What we've seen is we've forgotten to exit the headline. So we're just going to go here, add animation, more exit effects, and let's just do fly out in this case, and then fly out to the top. Just because we added the headline later, it's going to have start with click by default. So just go with start with previous, and what's going to happen is it's going to start with all the other exit animations. Check once again, insert, and then boom, exit. So the last animation is not an entrance or exit animation. Here it's more of an emphasis. So what I'm going to do is, so let's say we have a slide where we're explaining what are the projects that are being greenlit, right? So just let me say projects in green, right? Let's just call it projects in green. And let's say I have two projects in green, and you know what, let me just change it back to amber, how it was. And right, so now I want just because it's an amber, I want amber to highlight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go click on amber, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go, we had entrance effects, we've covered exit effects, but let's do emphasis, right? So let's look at what are the kind of, let's say, grow string. Obviously you don't want this to grow so much. So what you're going to do is, let's do pulse, right? So there you go. So that's good enough. And let's just check the animation. So go here and then the right click, and then it's pulsing. What you also want to do right now is, I don't want to right click. I want this amber to start its animation the moment I enter the slide. So I'm just going to go here, I'm just going to go start with previous. So the moment the slide comes up, it's going to show amber. Let's just try again. There you go. But I want this amber to keep flashing. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go to timing, and I'm going to go and I'm going to go repeat. So you can repeat it 5 times, 10 times. All I'm going to do is until end of the slide. Okay. So I'm just going to go here. Okay. So I'm going to go here, and now it'll keep flashing until I exit the slide. So as long as it does not take away from what you're trying to explain, I think a subtle animation like this looks very good. Now to um, let's go back and check all our slides once again. Go to slide number 1. By the way, you could animate the slides too, just the way I did this. You could make the stars come from the left, um, these percentages come from the top, this from the right, but I've just kept this as a dummy slide so I can lead to the next. So let's just go here, right click, explain 1, explain 2, explain 3, explain 4, right click, exit, right click again, next slide has come, then again right click, exit, right click, projects in amber, and then right click, end of the slideshow. So thank you for watching. Hope you've learned how to have simple animations on PowerPoint, and hope this works for you. It just adds just that little bit of extra look and feel to an otherwise basic PowerPoint. Thank you for watching.